Hello everybody, and welcome to another flight sim video, and we are back in the Philippines. Today's flight will be on Cebu Pacific's very high density. There's an aircraft starting up next to us, I think, but we'll be flying in Cebu Pacific's very high density 459 seat A330neo from here in Manila with the Cloudsurf Asia, Cloudsurf Asia scenery, all the way to Cebu Mactan International Airport, which is also a Cloudsurf scenery. The Cloudsurf scenery is actually really nice, and as you can see, I just walked through the domestic side of Terminal 3. And then you can also go into the check-in area of Terminal 3 as well, which is fantastic. So we'll be going to Cebu, and Terminal 3 is the main terminal that Cebu Pacific uses for all of its flights, both international and domestic. I have no idea why a Philippine Airlines plane is pulling up next to us, but there we go. Anyway, let's jump back into the cockpit so we can get the noise back down. The levels outside are absolutely crazy, aren't they? Anyway, we're back into the cockpit. APU is running. We are ready to go. Let's get the fuel pumps on as well, and then we'll set up the flight. It should be all in here already. FMGS primary, we'll go to init page. We'll request for our flight plan to be inputted. Uplink in progress, and it should give us our flight plan. There we go. We are Cebu 561, flight from Manila to Cebu. And we'll have an alternative of Davao, which is Romeo Papa Mike, Mike Delta. Yes. Fuel on board. Let's put fuel. I think, has it done the fuel already? Okay, let's start fuel. Instantaneous. There we go. We've got all of our weights in now. That means we can do the CG 0 fuel weight. Block plan 7.5. Let me check the flight plan on here. And it looks like block fuel 12.5. Yeah, 12.5 on there. Estimated burn 5.3. Okay, that's not a problem. So we'll be departing today on runway 06. Departure, let me just open the flight plan again. We'll be departing runway 06 on the IPT to Romeo. We'll insert that into our flight plan. And then we'll be expecting to arrive on runway 04 at Mactan. Arrival. We'll do the RNAV for 04, and the star will be the Bata Free Papa. Bata Free Papa. And any Vias? No, I don't think so today. Doesn't look like we do actually. No. Okay, no Vias. And then we'll go insert. And that should be our flight plan. Let's do a quick check as we do with the Airbuses. We always check the flight plan, just to make sure we don't have any discontinuities. We just need to get rid of that discontinuity, which will clear up the flight down. Oh, that is weird flight planning. Okay, I see what it's doing there. That's fine. I can actually go with that because I can understand where that's going, which is not a problem. Some flights do go over the top of Cebu Island instead, but we're going on the opposite side. That's not a problem. Anyway, let's do ATIS so we can set up our. Temperature 03, yeah. Right, we got pretty neutral. Departure 06. Perfect.
Landing and departing runway 06. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Let's put constraints
All
on.
aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Charlie.
Okay, we have information Charlie.
Manila clearance delivery Cebu 561 Heavy IFR to McTan ready to copy.
Cebu 561 Heavy is cleared to McTan Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 06 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 128.3 squawk 0665.
0065.
Cebu 561 Heavy cleared to McTan Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 06 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 128.3 squawk 0665.
Oh, 0665. But it put it in anyway.
Heavy readback correct. Contact ground on 121.8. Good day.
Alright, that's perfect. So we are 121.8 for ground. And then once our boarding has been completed, which I think we're pretty much there now. Yep, 100 passengers of 400. So we got a pretty full load today, 400 passengers on this flight. Why am I doing this flight specifically in this aircraft? Well, normally, especially since Cebu Pacific started operating the 321, they've actually been flying the 321 instead of the A330. There were times before when it was A330s to add capacity to this route. Now, I've been looking on the flight schedules because one of the biggest festivals in Cebu is happening roughly about this time, January 20th, I believe. It's the Similog Festival, which is the feast of the baby Jesus. And I've noticed that there are some of the A321 flights in the mornings and in the evenings have been swapped over for the A330. Now, whether they're going to continue to do the A330, I'm not too sure. However, this does add extra capacity for those flights going to Cebu, for Similog, for the big festival, which attracts something like 1.5 million people every year. And there's festivities all over the place in Cebu, all over the island, including in the provinces. Like, my mum's from a province area in Cebu, and there is always festivities all over the island. So yeah, so that's why I'm using the A330. It's nice to see the A330neo in the Cebu livery. I think it looks fantastic. It's just a shame about its layout with 459 passengers with a 333 layout instead of the preferred 242, which means it's 9 abreast per row instead of 8 abreast per row. But that's how Cebu Pacific decided to configure its A330neo aircraft, which I say is a shame, especially with flights such as their Dubai route, which takes 9 hours from here in Manila. But anyway, so that's my reason for doing this flight in this particular aircraft. We're hoping for a flight time of approximately 1 hour, and this flight is 561, which is in fact taking off around 5 o'clock in the morning, and we should be expecting to arrive around 7 something, around that sort of time. Let me just set up the camera for when we're in our flight. There's a Cebu, there's a Philippine Airlines parked next to us, which wouldn't happen in real life because they would be using, by the looks of it, Philippine Airlines have started using Terminal 1 now again, which they haven't used for many, many years, and also Terminal 2, which is their main terminal. We just got to wait for our passengers. In fact, there might be a way of me getting the passengers on board a lot quicker. I don't know, because we're only half filled and it's taking quite a long time. Perhaps I can just reset the quest, but we're waiting for passengers. Well, what we'll do then is custom position. Let's reset the contra, and then we'll set it up just directly for our pushback. I think the jet bridge is still there, isn't it? Okay, we'll just wait for this to load up again, and then we'll do our pushback. Otherwise, I'll use the pushback system that's built into here. Weather conditions in Cebu are looking actually really fine as well. 04 arrival is preferred, especially with that northerly wind, so that's brilliant as well. Temperature at 28, so similar to what we got here. We'll use Cebu Pacific, and then the jet bridge should go away. Oh, I love the Red Horse advertisement on there. Red Horse Beer is one of the main beer companies in the Philippines, and they used to advertise, believe it or not, that the beer was only for men.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
We'll lock our cockpit door as well. There's the cockpit door locked. And it looks like our dispatcher is just preparing the tug now. And what I like about GSX now as well, if we jump into our wing views here, there you go, you can see one of the wing walkers there. We got some wing walkers as well. It's a really nice feature to see on the GSX now.
We'd like to welcome you on board. Your safety is our top priority, so we appreciate a few minutes of your attention while we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. You can follow along with the safety information card in your seat back pocket.
So just wait for the tow truck. They're doing safety announcement in the cabin now.
Your life vest is in a pouch under your seat if instructed by the first chair over the house. Put the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist. Secure the buckle and pull the strap tight. As you exit the aircraft, place the vest by going down firmly on the red tab or blowing into the tubes on both sides. The locator light on the shoulder will turn on automatically in order and the shoulder never please strap inside the aircraft.
Actually, we didn't do our performance, did we? For the takeoff. To the left. Release parking brake. Released. I forgot to do the takeoff calculations, but I don't think... No, we don't have a calculator on here for takeoff. So we'll just have to work it out. I think it should give us our V-speeds. No, format error. Flaps 1, flex temperature. Well, we're... Ah, there we go. I don't know if we'll be able to get a flex temperature. Format error, no. I don't know what our flex temperature would be. So let's start engine 2 now. Why is our engine's not starting? You know what? It's because I didn't... Oh wait, the bleed is on. Ah, yeah. I'm really making a lot of mistakes today, but that's fine. We've got a pretty long taxi to runway 06. Wonder if he's going to walk on the grass. Hey, he's pretty much walking on the grass, isn't he? Engine number 1 is coming on as well. We'll set the parking brake. And we'll confirm with GSX as well that we have a good engine start. We'll request for our taxi clearance as well while we're in position.
Cebu 561 Heavy with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
Cebu 561 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 06 using taxiway. November Tree Golf 1 Tree Delta Tree Foxtrot 4 cross runway Tree 1 Papa Kilo Lima Golf 5 Charlie 4 Charlie 5 Charlie 6 Hotel 2. Contact tower on 118.9er when ready.
Taxi Taxiing hold short runway 06 via taxiway November Tree Golf 1 Tree Delta Tree Foxtrot 4 cross runway Tree 1 Papa Kilo Lima Golf 5 Charlie 4 Charlie 5 Charlie 6 Hotel 2 Cebu 561 Heavy.
Okay, we'll do flight controls check now. Flight controls check. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Neutral. Full down. Neutral. Rudder left. Rudder right. And neutral. Now I don't know what our... how to set our trim. Our GC will be, let's go flaps 1, we'll set the flap anyway. Init page. Oh, actually it should be in our flight plan, isn't it? So if our... Okay, I don't know what our CG is, where are we looking now? That's okay. We'll leave it on 0, it should automatically give us the trim anyway. Hang on a second. Why haven't I thought I had configured this where's the... oh my gosh. Sim options, no. Collaborate. Or calibrate. Toga on axis, reverse on axis, no. Set throttle. Wait, why? Wait, we're 1. There we go. Set throttle, idle. We'll do climb thrust at about there. Flex at about there. Toga at about there. There we go. Right, that should be good. Save and apply. Why did I not do that one? Calibrate, save and apply. There we go. Look at that. Right, back onto our taxi now. We turn on our taxi light and our turn off light. Let's turn off our APU. Seatbelt sign can come on now as well. Alright, taxi. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom of November. We turn right and then we'll just taxi all the way up to... I know that they've actually asked us to go sort of this way past Terminal 2 and then on the other side of Terminal 2 as well. Brake set full, cabin check, arm the spoilers of course, flap set, takeoff config normal, predictive wind shear, let's turn that one on, auto, so that gets rid of any yellows. We'll check the cabin in a moment, which should be okay for now. Wow, the aircraft got to speed very quickly because we're at 30 knots already. And really 30 knots I'd say is probably the maximum you should taxi with. Anyway, we're just passing Terminal 3 now, just passing the international side of the terminal. There's some military hangars here and there's a small military base on this side as well. And then you've got the maintenance hangars. One of the maintenance hangars is a Lufthansa Technic hangar, which often gets to see A380s from British Airways and Lufthansa. I don't know if any other airlines have done it, but definitely British Airways does. And there's a Lufthansa 380 actually in that, in the hangar that can hold the 380. So this is the taxiway we need to turn down. And then we're going to be crossing runway 30. So we'll take a shortcut across here. Like so. And then we just follow this taxiway all the way to the end of runway... the runway 06. There you go. There's an aircraft taxiing off over here as well. It looks like a 737. United 737. So that will probably be the Guam-based United Airlines. This is Terminal 2 now, predominantly for Philippine Airlines, but because we're using the traffic injector, there are whatever aircraft can be fitted. Have we got a big queue for takeoff? Because there's the Philippine Airlines A320 just in front of us. Or has this traffic just got stuck here? I think the traffic has just got stuck, so we're just going to overtake them by going through them, because it looks like these guys are stuck. Let me just check the cabin. Oh, they're moving. Sorry. I was not supposed to do that at all. But I'm going to have to get in front of this one, otherwise that Philippine Airlines is just going to be touching our bum. So let's get past our colleague here in their 321. And then now we're passing there's a small cargo terminal here. And then there's Terminal 1 over there. Emirates shouldn't be over there. Emirates should be on Terminal 3. Ah, there's a Vamos Air 330 parked in Terminal 1 over there. Now Vamos Air, I believe they're doing some flights for Philippine Airlines at the moment, and I'm not too sure why, but because I've seen it on Flight Radar when I've been looking at flights in and around the Philippines. Anyway, we're coming up to the end of our runway now. We'll switch to tower. There's a lot of aircraft coming in, so we might have to wait. We'll turn on our transponder as well.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
And there's like a big duty-free sort of shop over here, World Philippines, I think it's called, on this side. And this is a predominantly cargo terminal on that side as well.
Cebu Air 332, turn next taxiway.
I'm just going to slow down because it's a really tight 90-degree turn. Yeah, look, you can see that building there. Welcome to the Philippines.
Cebu Air 332, contact ground on 121.7.
Manila Tower Cebu 561 Heavy ready for IFR departure runway 06.
Cebu 561 Heavy QNH 29er, decimal 9er 1, wind 142 at 4. Traffic is Airbus on final. Cleared for takeoff runway 06.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 Cebu 561 Heavy.
121.7 Cebu Air 332. Goodbye.
Right, we got our clearance for takeoff. We just have to be cautious with our colleague that's on final as well.
Manila Tower Cebu Air 80616 miles southwest inbound ILS.
We've got to remember we're quite a big aircraft, so we're just going to overshoot slightly.
Air 806 Manila Tower. QNH 29er decimal 9er 1, wind 142
There you
at
go,
4.
perfect turn.
Cleared ILS runway 06 approach.
Start the clock.
Manila Tower, Boeing Hotel Lima 853.
And we'll do a toga takeoff. Let the engines spule up.
Boeing Hotel Lima
And then into toga.
Manila Tower.
Okay, why?
29er decimal 9er 1, wind 142 at 4.
Hang on a second.
Cleared ILS
Why is
runway 06 approach.
Why is my auto throttle not coming on? That's weird.
Cleared ILS runway
V1,
06 approach
rotate.
539er. Airfield 29er 39er go around.
Positive climb. Gears
Cleared
coming up.
ILS runway 06 approach Cebu Air 806.
Auto throttle's on now.
Manila Tower Cebu Air 471.
Just gonna put the AP on as well.
Ready for departure IFR to Bacolod. Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy contact Manila Center on 128.3. Good day. Cebu Air 471 line up and wait.
Climb thrust.
Going to 128.3 Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy.
Wonder what if I can get a better view of the
Line
city.
up and wait.
Manila Center, Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561
Flaps coming
Heavy
up.
is passing 2,600 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy Manila Center QNH 29.901 radar contact. Continue to LL06F.
Alright. Just climbing out of Manila now, very beautifully. Is there a better view from the left side? Not really. I think that's the best view on the left side. It's not the best. So let's get these lights off. Okay, we're climbing out quite nicely. Oh, our ignition was still on. I think that's why. Oh, I'm really making a lot of mistakes today. But that's okay. So we're climbing away. There's the city of Manila just here. Beautiful in the dark, isn't it? We're turning on the edge of lagoon. I forgot what this is called. It's a massive lake. Really climbing well now. Just coming through the clouds a little bit. We'll give a bong to the flight attendants. They can prepare for service.
Airfield 2857 traffic is 5 o'clock 3 miles at 2,200 feet Airbus. Report them in sight.
Approaching 10,000 feet. Let's get those landing lights off. Let's have a look at the exterior. I mean, look at that beauty.
Airfield 2857 has the Airbus in sight.
Right, I'm going to leave the aircraft to fly.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy climb and maintain flight level 190.
Oh, crap.
Climb and maintain flight level 190 Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy.
Red 773 climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 290 Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, Cebu Air 9056. Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
Call Red 714. You are 1,600 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 280. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Climb and maintain flight level 280. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Call Red 714. Airfield 2857 climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350 Airfield 2857. Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
561 heavy contact McCann Center on 127.5. Good day.
Going to 127.5 Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy. McCann Center Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy, flight level 390.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy McCann Center radar contact. Continue.
We just reached our cruising altitude for flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet elbows square from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating in the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
McCann Center Airfield 2857 is passing flight level 295, climbing flight level 350. Airfield 2857 descend and maintain flight level 330. Descend and maintain flight level 330 Airfield 2857. Philippine 1862, you are 1,400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Philippine 1862.
McTan Center Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy would like to change destination to McTan.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy is cleared to McTan Airport as filed. Squawk 0665.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy cleared to McTan Airport as filed. Squawk 0665.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy, read that correct. Radar contact, flight level 390. Continue to mask the turning and following heading 130, resume on navigation descent and maintain flight level 270.
Continue to mask but turning and following heading 130, proceed on course descend and maintain flight level 270 Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy.
Alright everybody, and welcome. Oh well, I'm back now on the commentary. We are starting our descent now from 390, very high cruise today. Starting our descent now into Cebu. You might have noticed that I was doing a little fiddling around, and it's because I had accidentally put the wrong approach plate in. That's been rectified now, and we've got a good approach plate. So yeah, and I just requested, as we're flying here over Masbat, that I wanted to request a change in the flight plan, which will give us what I actually inputted. And if you open up Flight Simulator's map, it will it has it on here as well. So we'll fly over Bantayan, and then that will be the start of our approach, flying alongside the island of Negros here and Cebu. Flying over the top of Cebu at Tongyo, so then we'll turn in to intercept on the ILS. We won't do what this says here because that doesn't make much sense really, because you're just going to fly directly over the top of the airport. But we go to Tongyo and then we cut across the island here, and as we come over this side we intercept the localizer and go straight into Mactan. So I hope you've enjoyed the views. The sun is now perfectly out. We've oh, there we go. We'll do an open descent then. We'll do an open descent down. Yeah, so you saw that when we left Manila, it was still dark just prior to the sun rising. Now the sun has risen quite beautifully. And we're estimated arrival time now is in, let's have a look, in approximately 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes we should be on the ground, which is fantastic. That's what we were looking for. So once we pass over Bantayan, we'll start our approach into Cebu, as I've mentioned already. And yeah, weather on the ground is looking pretty good as well. No major issues. Winds are nice and calm from the north, so that's perfect for a 04 arrival. And yeah, 28 degrees on the temperature as well. Very good. So I hope you've enjoyed the views, and we passed even Mount Mayon. I did not expect to see Mount Mayon, that's why you might have noticed while we're flying over Mount Mayon, I actually opened the map just to double check, because I was thinking, is that Mount Mayon? It looks a bit like Mayon, but I wasn't too sure, and yeah, sure enough, it really was Mount Mayon. According to our flight plan, we need to be at Bantayan at 24,000 feet. I think we're on course for that now. And then our kilo at 16.6. Asta at 12.1. Tongyo at 7,750, which according to the flight plan, or according to the charts, minimum is 4,000, so that's perfect as well. And then we need to be at 2,400 by Victor Mike 04. And we've got that in here perfectly. So that's as published by the charts for the RNAV into runway 04. There's no ILS here at the moment, especially since the Korean A330 had little accident and went through the ILS antennas, but the RNAV approaches are good enough anyway. There's no issues with like GPS jamming. That's where RNAV approaches might be a problem, and ILS approaches would be perfect, because ILS approaches are quite simple approaches. They require a beacon, or two beacons. You've got one for localizer, one for the glide slope to guide the aircraft in. RNAV approaches, they use GPS, so of course if there's GPS jamming, it's not going to work. However, there's no issues with GPS jamming in the Philippines areas anyway, so RNAV approach today will be perfect, and weather-wise it's not looking too bad. As I said, we should be on the ground in approximately 15 minutes. Well, should we make an announcement to the passengers? Good morning, passengers, and welcome aboard. I hope you've enjoyed this pleasant flight. It's not been too bad. We should be on the ground in approximately 15 minutes. We have started our descent now. Weather's looking good. Temperature's at 28 degrees. The winds are coming from the north. So yeah, it's not looking too bad today. So I hope you enjoy this descent down. And cabin crew, prepare the cabin for the landing. So I've given the cabin crew 10 minutes to set up, which is good. As you can see, the constraints here say that we need to be at least 10,000 feet at Bantayan, at least 4,000 feet at Tongyo, at least 3,000 feet there as well. So yeah, we're all set up for landing. I fixed my routing because I was a bit confused earlier. You might have heard my comments as well. It seems a bit odd, but I know what it was doing. However, I did set up the wrong approach. That's why when I looked at the approach charts to prepare for our arrival, it was just all over the place, and I was thinking, what is going on here? I've got this all wrong. Okay, so to brief us as well, go around altitude will be 2,000 feet. Up to 10 miles out from the field, and then it's a right turn 180 to run parallel over Judem, and then back into the approach from Darigo. That would be the go around if we need it, but I don't think we will. And as you can see what I've just briefed there, climb to 2,000 feet over Jodem, then Darigo, and then that will be the start of the approach for the go around. So our nearest VOR is Bacolod, Bravo Charlie Delta, which is off to our right hand side, as you can see here. And from what I've seen from flight radar at the moment, Canlaon, which is the big volcano over there, has been given off some ash. So there is a little warning on flight radar claiming of ash. There has been a lot of volcanic activities recently. I've only been keeping an eye on it because my wife is from the island of Negros, which is the island where Canlaon is, and Bacolod. And the nearest VOR point is at Bacolod, which is on our right hand side, which would make sense, to be honest, at 57 miles away. We're just coming over Bantayan Island, which is this one here. It's a very popular holiday resort, especially with foreigners. And I know that, I don't know about at the moment, but Air Juan, a small charter airline, used to fly caravans, Cessna caravans, over to here using, well, from Cebu for connections. And then I know that there's a skydiving club over there as well. It's a fun little island, Bantayan, from what I've heard. I've never been there, but I'd love to. So we're now on the top of, well, Bantayan is this side here. They do have a small airfield. I can't find it though from this view. But that's Bantayan Island. Now, oh, Bantayan Island. Which one is Bantayan? I cannot remember. I know it's a small island. Anyway, and then we got Cebu here on our left. We're starting at the top of Cebu. We're going to fly, as you can see, we're turning slightly to the right. We're going to fly alongside the island of Cebu.
Call red 6907. You are 1,900 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
It should give us another descent in a moment because we need to be at a kilo at 15,800 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 350. Call red 6907.
So I am expecting a further descent now.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo
There it is.
61 heavy descent and maintain.
Just what I said. Down to 8.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
Descending. I'm surprised you can actually see the peak of Canlaon from here. Well, it would make sense. It's Mount Canlaon there. Bacolod is somewhere over that way. Looks like it's covered in clouds at the moment. Quite a few clouds, but mostly scattered. It's not big deal really. About 40 miles away. And see if we can start preparing for GSX as well. No, Bantayan. Perhaps once we get over to Tongyo, we should be able to set up GSX. Anyway, I'll get the ground chart out because that's in Philippines, always a good one. So we want to get, we want to go off at Charlie Echo if we can, which would bring us straight into the domestic terminal. I don't think, is there parking chart? No. That's okay. Traffic's no. Oops. So we want taxiway Echo, which would bring us straight in. I wonder where this airfield, well, this Philippine Airlines plane is. There we go. We're on the VNAV profile now, as you can see by the green dot next to the altitude. So I've set up GSX for gate 1 for our arrival. Look at the mountains here in the Philippines, in Cebu. Here we go. We got our descent now. Our clearance. Brilliant.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Expect RNAV runway for approach via Tonio transition. Cleared to Tonio Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
And what's our fuel burn been like on this flight so far? Fuel used 5.4 tons. What were we expecting for fuel burn? We'll just double check. View flight plan. So we're expecting 5.3, so we've burnt a little bit more fuel than we were expecting. We've still got plenty on board anyway. 10,000 feet now. Decel. Landing light is coming on. We should be making a left turn over this way. Let's get the seatbelt sign on now. There's the island of Negros over here. A bit quieter towards the front, isn't it? That's why they put business and first class at the front, because a little bit quieter. That's Mount Canlaon, the volcano, which has been very active recently. And even today, as I record this, there is a ash warning according to the Flight Radar 24 app. So approaching Tongyo, we're a little bit below our RNAV profile, but it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing that could happen. There you go, back on profile. Should be making a left turn. Where's the left side? I think it's that way, isn't it? A lot of clouds now in this area.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy descent and maintain 3,000 feet. Cebu Air 579er, you are 1,900 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 310. Cleared on a runway for approach airfield 2389er.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
There's our left turn over Cebu Island.
Climb and maintain flight level 310 Cebu Air 579er. Blue J 6514 contact McCann approach on 124.7. Good day. Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy contact McCann approach on 121.2. Good day.
121.2 Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy. Goodbye. McTan approach Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy is at 7,400 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy McCann approach QNH 29.87 radar contact. Continue to Boyer.
Now looking south at Cebu Island, towards in fact where my mum and my Filipino family are from. I absolutely love flying now on Flight Simulator into Cebu because of, you know, I'm very used to Cebu. I've been going there since I was a really small boy. I'm 30 years old now, and I've been going there since I was probably about 5 years old, on and off. Few years gap. I've recently gone there last year, so this to me is a very familiar sight, and I really love it. It's better than flight sims of old, that's for sure. Right, we should start our approach now. Let's bring out the speed brakes just to reduce our speed down, and we can start extending our flaps as well.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy descend and maintain 2,400 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,400 feet. Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
Flaps 1. Just gotta watch out, there's an aircraft ahead of us. But I'm not too sure if it's going in. Yeah, I think he's going in as well. So we'll just get the airspeed down as we can. Speed brakes are out. Struggling to get the aircraft below 200 knots here. Flaps 2. No, we're too high for flaps 2. Speed brakes still out. 200 knots. Flaps coming down to 2. Lots of clouds today. And then let's bring the speed brakes back in then. And we should be able to do like a localizer. Or approach mode in fact. No, can't do approach mode, okay. Should make a left turn again. We're a little bit high once again, but
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy. You are 14 miles southwest.
flaps free.
Contact McTan Tower on 127.5 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 127.5 Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
Should start the left turn now.
McTan Tower Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy 14 miles southwest inbound.
You can see
Target runway
SM
4
side
approach.
there.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy McTan Tower. QNH 29.
In fact, we could probably do low.
002 at 6. Cleared on a runway 4 approach.
Cleared RNAV runway for approach Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 heavy.
2,500.
No, don't have an approach mode here. So 2,400 up to 04 Bravo. Where's 04 Bravo? That's the next waypoint. Perfect. We're on good profile. Gears coming down now.
Turn next taxiway.
Flight attendants, please prepare for that.
Arm the spoilers. Flaps full. Runways in sight.
Airfield 2389er contact ground on 121.8. 121.8 airfield 2389er. Goodbye.
See the new bridge here as well. That's why I've actually bought this scenery, so I can have this new bridge. As you can see here, it goes all the way up to Seaside from Cordova. 0.7 miles. We should start
Cebu
descending
Air
now.
579er contact. McCann approach on 121.2. Good day.
autopilot disconnect. Gonna start descending now. Set the altitude bug for 2000 for our go around. Puppies are in sight as well. There is an aircraft in front of us, but I don't know.
Charlie, Echo Bravo 5,
Yeah.
1 Heavy, follow the aircraft on
So
final.
we've been told to follow.
Wind 002 at 6. Cleared to land runway 4.
Clear to land runway 4 Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy.
We're coming over the island of Mactan now. The new bridge. No blue on ECAM.
Philippine 1366, you are 3 4 miles south. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250
Slightly
knots.
to
On
the
runway
left.
4 approach, the Adrigo transition. Clear to Drigo.
We'll continue this landing even though that aircraft has landed there.
1366 descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250 knots.
You can see the new runway on the left as well. But construction has halted as far as I'm aware. A little bit low on the puppies. And this is where the payware scenery is really coming into play now. Slightly to the left.
Hundred above. 400. Minimum.
Continue. These trees look awfully high for its location. No, I'm not going around, sorry. I'm committed. Idle.
40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Oh, hard landing. Reverses. Green. Decel. There's the Blue Jay. 80 knots. Reverses coming out. Manual braking.
Cebu Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy acknowledge last transmission.
Well, we're not going around, love.
Going around
Sorry.
Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy.
I'm gonna get the APU on.
Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy contact. McCann approach on 121.
We're gonna use taxiway echo.
Good day.
Nothing like can come off. That can go to taxi. That can come on as well. Flaps coming up.
121.2 Cebu, Charlie Echo Bravo 561 Heavy. Goodbye.
There's the beautiful terminals over there. Let's get that speed brake back in as well. Oh, we're almost stopped on the runway. Then we'll go over to gate 1. And then we'll close off the video. Welcome to Cebu.
Blue Jay 6514 exit runway when able.
And this is the second runway, which, like I say, has been halted construction for quite a while now. Let's turn off our transponder. And then we're going to stop at the domestic terminal. It's a very well detailed airport, this, you know. It's really, really nice. Ah, there's a United aircraft over there. And that's interesting because they only just started flying to Cebu from Tokyo Narita. And this side here is normally where the prop aircraft park up. The Philippine Airlines Dash 8 and the Cebu Pacific ATRs will normally park up over there. So we're in gate 1 today, which is at the end of the domestic terminal and on the walkway between the domestic and the international terminal. Let's get these lights off now. APU bleed can come on now as well. This is the domestic terminal here, which is the old terminal. And now new terminal, terminal 2. And here's position number 1 for us today. Let's brake. Gonna probably butcher this because I'm not very good at getting the big wide bodies into parking positions. Probably come in a little bit too wide. Yeah, I've come in there really wide, I think. Let's try to recover anyway. Oh, we're really close to the terminal building. Ah! We're gonna stop here. Right, parking brake on, cut the engines. And then request deboarding. Strobes can come off actually, beacon can come off now as well. And the seatbelt sign can come off. Thank you for coming with me again. This has been Cebu Pacific, A330neo from Manila to Cebu, and I hope you've enjoyed that one. It was a nice little flight, and I hope to see you soon in the future. Bye bye.